Welcome to the Cybersecurity and IBM Watson demo. IBM's Watson is highly adaptable to a wide variety of problem domains. This video shows our vision of bringing the cybersecurity domain to Watson. The broad range of ever-changing human-written textual information on this topic, combined with the skyrocketing need for highly skilled analysts to manage and mitigate security incidents, motivated this research project. Let's have a look. Tom is a security analyst for a financial services firm. Their QRadar systems have reported several recent attempts at high-quality spear phishing of the firm's employees. As Tom begins to examine the spear phishing attempts more closely, the help desk reports an increase in calls relating to poor system and network performance. At the same time, Tom sees the QRadar dashboard lighting up with distributed denial of service or DDoS attacks. He decides to ask Watson about all this. When he opens Watson, he sees some of the investigations that he conducted with Watson in the past. He would love to explore many of these security issues in more depth with Watson, but right now Tom has to focus on the current problem. Thinking these alerts might be somehow related, he uses the details on one of the spear phishing emails reported by QRadar to form a question to Watson. Which spear phishing scheme uses a zip with SCR file to initially infect systems? Watson suggested a couple of attack vectors. An initial infection via some malware known as Uptree, and some social engineering techniques to deliver it. Watson correlated these techniques to something called dire wolf. To better understand how Uptree was able to compromise the firm's systems, Tom asks Watson a follow-up question. What techniques does Uptree utilize to infect systems? And Watson returns more answers. One of Watson's great advantages is that it can explain everything it reports using references to original documents. Tom is wondering why Watson's first hypothesis is Google.com. So he clicks on the hypothesis to look at the evidence returned by Watson. And he learns that Uptree checks if a proxy is being used for internet connection by contacting Google.com in order to connect to command and control servers to download dire. Interesting. Tom then notices that dire, distributed denial of service, DDoS, and CNC, command and control, are the next ranking hypotheses. From Watson's answers, Tom realizes that Uptree and DDoS really are part of a direwolf attack. Tom refers back to the original DDoS offense details from QRadar and asks Watson another question. Where on the network does the direwolf malware target with a DDoS attack? Watson returns that the direwolf DDoS attack uses NTP and DNS systems that the direwolf controls to overwhelm any resource it chooses. While they may have the potential to attack any external point in a business's network,